Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic. If this is the first time you're seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you like the video, share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. Subscribe to the channel. If you like audio podcasting, I started thinking about it, and like if I just started thinking how I could do it.
Yeah, you just got to go full autopilot.
If you only listen on audio services, that's cool as well. Just make sure you still go over to youtube.com/2playercoop, subscribe over there, and leave us a 5-star review on the audio service of your choice, or a thumbs up, or whatever they do over there. If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop. Just like our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, got choked up, Vernon Slayton, and Dustin Downs did, as well as our affiliates, James Solar and Sarah Solar. Thank y'all all so much. If you like merch, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2playercoop.
Except this is going to come the other way.
I don't even know if I said the address right because I was looking at you doing a fireball. So it's teespring.com/stores/2playercoop. I think I got it right, but you never know. Wear your mask. Get your vaccine. Wahoo. I'm done. Like at this point, if you wanted to get it, you got it. If you don't, well, then whatever happens, happens. That's up to you.
I almost don't care anymore.
So I think I'm going to stop saying that. Sarah is here this week as well. Hello, Sarah.
Hey.
Just a PSA, just remember Horizon Zero Dawn is free until May 14th via the Play at Home. I can't wait to see what other games they're going to do for that. They did say there's going to be other games, so we shall see. But go download Horizon Zero Dawn. Sean, you had your finger up. You want to talk about something?
Oh, this is something funny. A funny anecdote, as it were. So, Friday. Yep.
It's a hard word.
Friday was my half birthday. I'm like, oh, cool. And then I was like, oh, when is yours? Oh, yours will be the 5th. Oh, wait a minute. Your half birthday is Cinco de Mayo.
Oh my God, it is every year, and I've never celebrated
every single year. I've just never realized it before. And then I'm like, well, I know your birthday's 6 days after mine, so mine's the 5th. Okay, so Cinco de Mayo is on Thursday. And I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
Cinco de Mayo is on Wednesday. Oh, wait, but that's only 5 days away.
Because October has 31.
Yes, that's where I kept getting screwed up.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I'm like, your birthday's 6 days away. Why is your half birthday only 5 days away? And it's because of April having 30 days.
Did you ever think you'd be... Do you remember that song? Because that's the only way I know what months still have 30 days.
I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Yes. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February.
That's the only
and
one. That's what I always say.
I don't know what comes after.
But Jess
once you get to February,
it doesn't
you're
matter.
Good. You got the whole story.
You know that's 28 or 29. You're good.
Go like this.
Microphone.
You guys can play along at home. All your knuckles are 31, and the indents are not. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All your knuckles... You don't count the little gap between your hands. So all your knuckles are 31 days. And all the ones...
When the hell did you learn this?
I think
Friday?
I think Adam Shafani taught me. I don't know if he taught me that, but I heard it from him one time. And I'm like, wait, what? And I had to look for myself. But yeah, I mean, it works. So if you ever can't remember, just look at your knucks.
I'm going to get it tattooed. Thug life. But I guess I couldn't tattoo my crease. Well, you can tattoo a crease, I guess. It'd be JFMA. They'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Yeah, now you always know.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm almost halfway through this year to get to halfway through my 40th year of life.
Oof. What's going on here? Yeah, that's weird. 30 was like, oh man, I'm 30, but it's like whatever. I don't really, just whatever. 40 is a different story.
40's like I'm probably half dead.
You might already be.
Thank you. No, I feel
so
like
you're halfway to 79.
By the time we get old, we're going to be living way too long.
Hopefully. Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to die.
Right.
I want to see my kids grow up and get married and have grandkids and hell, great grandkids. I want all that. It's just I just wonder what modern medicine 40 years from now is going to be, or if another pandemic is just going to wipe us all out.
The way we handled this one, I don't know if we'll survive another one.
We got through it though.
Yep.
We are not playing. Well, actually, did you get Returnal?
I did not.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I'm tempted.
I was going to,
but all this crap, it's the same thing that happened. Not that I was
James, right in
interested.
with what you think so far.
Not that I was really interested in it, but it's very similar to
Hades,
Sunset Riders.
Sunset Riders.
What's the game called?
The awesome roguelike.
Outriders.
Outriders?
Outriders? Is that the game I'm thinking of? Where it came out and it was
the
just
Square
like,
Enix game. Yeah,
we can't play it. The servers are down. I don't know. And like nobody could play that game. And it seems to be much more the exception than the rule. But I know Solar's had an issue with it. I know
Push Square.
Jono has had an issue. I've seen plenty of people tweeting that are like,
Push Square was reporting
it
on
keeps just freezing, and I'm just like, no, there's no way I'm going to play this game until that is scored. This is like, how does this keep happening? Like,
they said it looks like it's something with the actual firmware of the PS5 and not the game.
Yeah.
But I would think...
Well, there's two... I've seen some people say their game crashes.
Yeah.
And other people get like an error where it's like, game is not installed. When it very much is. Yeah. So it's just... I'm pretty much sold on this game. It seems fun. But I'm not investing any time into it until that crap is scored away.
The only thing, because I was ready Thursday night, I was like,
well, now I'm also like, well, now Resident Evil's right around the corner, so I'm in.
There
no
was two
rush,
things,
but...
right? I was like, I'm not going to be able to beat this game in a week, and I want to be all in on Resident Evil. I guess we're not. We tried to get review codes. Sorry, I don't think we're getting them, which is fine. So it's 1 week till Resident Evil. It's also this whole, once I saw that the runs can take up to 2 to 3 hours, and you can't save. Man. And I'm like, I tweeted, by the way, James, I saw your tweet about people whining or something. I saw that. You subtweet me? You subtweet me, bruh? I'm just kidding. But like, I got kids. I got 4 kids. There is something going on for Monday through Thursday. We have something going on until 7:30, 8, or 8:30. Now and with most days have multiple things going on. Multiple. And I guess when you start playing, I think Returnal tells you, hey, you can't save, so just put your PS5 into rest mode. And that does work. However, you don't know if Sony's going to push out a very small system update. And then when that downloads, you're done. Now, I don't know if you can just turn off what I was thinking about. Can I just go in and turn off automatic updates?
Yeah.
So if I could do that, then that would prevent it from shutting down. But again, you don't know if one of my kids is going to turn on, just start playing Minecraft, and I'm like, there goes an hour and a half. My progress is gone now. I got to start over.
Yeah.
Housemark did say, we hear you about the saving. Nothing to announce now. But I got to think at some point in the next
I think they'll
couple of weeks.
Figure out something. Yeah.
But it's at an 86, I think, now on Metacritic. It looks beautiful. It's punishing as hell.
Yeah.
The combat definitely reminds me of Doom Eternal because it just like you're bipping and bopping and zipping and zooping all over the place.
Bibbidi boppity, give me the zoppity.
And bow body. Bow body. Tell me what it means. Business. I like it.
I like it.
I need to watch that again. For like the 4th time in quarantine. But yeah, when I saw the reviews dropped and it was that high, when I saw that the embargo was the day before, I was like, oh no, don't be bad. And then most people love it. I feel like, I did see somebody, who was it? Oh, it was Brian over at PS5 Trophies on Twitter. He was saying that, by the way, he just got 100 platinums in a 24-hour stream. It took him 21 hours and 39 minutes or something. Good for him. He said that it is extremely difficult in the beginning. But the thing with these runs is you get some things that are permanent upgrades, and you unlock, like, you scan different things that'll make different things show up in your next run. Stuff gets randomized and all that. But once you start getting these permanent upgrades, you're leveling up so you can do better the next time, get another permanent upgrade. And he said by the end,
see, that makes
he said
sense.
The difficulty
like,
actually kind of it seems like the difficulty is like here to start and it tapers off.
Well, that's how I would have expected Enter the Gungeon to be, but I'm like, the only reason I'm better the next time compared to this time is just me. Like, I'm getting better. I know what to expect. I know how to play and stuff. The only other thing I've done is I found a guy that lets you buy new weapons to unlock. But all it does is make them available in the game. So unless you find them on that particular run, it doesn't really matter that you unlocked them. And in the end, it's just another weapon. It's not like it's something that's going to change the game. Yeah. It's just a different
you don't have
machine
like double
gun
HP
or a rocket
or something.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't understand. Maybe there's something I still just don't get about that game, but
yeah,
I don't know. But I am looking forward to this.
So James in the chat writes in and says, guys, it is awesome. Even with all my issues, it's awesome. It's the Metroid game that I've always wanted. That sounds freaking awesome. I've scratched a Metroid Prime itch that I didn't know I had. Oh, now I'm sad. Come on, freaking Nintendo. It saves kinda after each biome. Once you finish a biome, you can then skip that biome, I think. I think you're right. Yeah, you do kind of unlock some kind of like fast travel things or something to get from one world to another. I was watching Yang Ya's review, and I remember him saying something about that. It is the most visually impressive game I've ever seen.
Wow.
It feels truly next gen, whatever the hell that means. See, it's so funny because like when I've
heard the controller, the
dual
sense
haptics
is just
awesome.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and the 3D audio is supposed to be pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
It's just so funny how I've changed on this game. Like when they announced, I was like, "Oh, Housemark, why are you doing this?" Like a lot of people think it's because they were working on some kind of like they were working on I think it was called Storm Divers, or is that the game that we have on PS Plus?
That was Helldivers.
They were working on a game called Storm Divers, which is going to be some kind of battle royale, whatever thing. They scrapped it, and then they moved on to this. So what a lot of people think is that they actually took what they were doing with Storm Divers, turned it into this. But I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, Housemark, just make Resogun 2. You know, that's really all I want. But then every time they kept showing more, and I'm like, okay, I get it. And like I said last week or the week before, I can't remember what it was, props to Sony. They have marketed the hell out of this game. A lot of times they drop the ball when it comes to marketing. Games that are not Last of Us, God of War, Horizon. They just kind of like, meh. Like Concrete Genie came out, and then that day they were like, I can't remember if it was the PS5 Wired article or it was something like that. And it's like, why would you're not even talking about this exclusive game, second-party exclusive game. What are you doing? But they've been marketing the hell out of this. I do think this game now is worth the $70 price tag. I'm going to get through Resident Evil, and then hopefully by then, 2 weeks from now or whatever, they've got the save thing fixed. Or I can just figure out, I need to just probably do some Googling, and somebody would say, yeah, if you turn off automatic updates, then you're good, as long as one of your kids doesn't play Minecraft. So yeah, we can't give you our thoughts on Returnal, but we probably will at some point. Yeah, I'm stoked for it. I just wish if they didn't have the save thing, I would have played it already.
Yeah.
Speaking of playing, Sean.
Yes.
Have you played anything this week?
I don't think I have. No, because the only thing I've been kind of playing is Resident Evil VR, and I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no,
I think I'm just done. So no, I don't think I've played anything.
There's no way. All I played, I still haven't gone back to Ratchet. At this point, I'm just like, I don't need to beat that game. We'll talk about Ratchet here in a minute. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait for it to get here. But I did for I know why. So I've been watching Kind of Funny. They've been doing every Monday for the last 4 or 5 weeks. They were putting up these Let's Plays where 4 of the guys got together. They were trying to 100% Super Mario 3D World. And it is insane. And when I say 100%, it means get every green star, every stamp. They've got the stupid Miiverse stamps in that game. And get the top of the flag in every single level, including I don't even remember what it's called. Whatever their version of Superstar Road is in that game. And the last level you have to beat, you have to get 25 stars. There's like 25 challenge rooms that back to back to back to back to back. And when everybody dies, you start back at the beginning. Insane. So then I fell down a rabbit hole. I was watching something. I was like, what does Superstar Road look like in Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe? Deluxe. Donkey Lips. We always say Donkey Lips, but it's Donkey Lips that talks like that. He would never say Donkey Lips, right?
Unless he says, my name is Donkey Lips.
I love Salute Your Shorts. And Superstar Road that actually doesn't look that bad. There are some coins that are tricky and stuff, but if we didn't do that, it might be fun to try it. I think it just unlocks. I don't think you have to get every star. I think it just unlocks. I meant to go fire up my U Deluxe because we beat it here on the channel. You can go check out the Let's Plays.
I've watched it. When you beat it, it unlocks.
It does, okay.
But you can go to the world, but it's like, well, to play any of these levels, you need to have the stars or the coins or whatever.
You do have
so
to
it's
have
like,
all of them.
All of a sudden, World 9 appears, but you can't do anything if you don't have
all the coins.
Star coin. I don't know if you just need so many,
X
and
amount
you have
or
to
something.
25 to unlock this one, 25 to unlock that one. I don't remember, but yeah.
So yeah, but that got me thinking. I want to fire up Mario Maker 2. First off, I was like, let me just see who's played my levels and stuff. And I'm not very popular on there, but I was like, you know what? And I don't think it's gone up by this time. It'll probably go up Friday because we did a long Let's Play that I didn't know was going to be long, but it's a good one. So just be on the lookout for it on Friday. I went back to Mario Maker 2. First off, I also found out that I made one world that we...
One people.
We each did a world and we played through it on the channel. Whenever they did the update, like a week after that, probably.
Yeah.
We played through it. I did a Super Mario 3 World 1 remix. I knew I was working on a Super Mario World 1 remix. Completely forgot that apparently I finished it. I just never uploaded it. So I went through, I beat all those levels, which was funny because since it's been like a year, I was like, I don't know what any of these are.
Trolling yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I beat that. I uploaded it. But then I was like, you know what? I was inspired by Superstar Road. Do you think that is a Superstar Road-esque speed run? I mean, you don't have speed runs in Mario typically. Sometimes you do.
It's got that kind of feel, yeah.
It is my coup de grace. Off the top rope with 2 feet. Fin.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
But that's coup de grace.
No, it's a coup de grace. No. You say "s." You pronounce the "s" sound?
Yeah, coup de grace is something else.
What the hell? Really?
I don't know. I'm getting this from, what's his name? The announcer, Corey Graves. Because he always says coup de grace. And somebody called him out on Twitter once. And he was like, actually. And I don't know. He may just be wrong. But, yeah, I don't know. And so I did that. Sean said, okay, fine, I'm not going to make a level for you, but I got a level for your ass. And he had one, and it's a troll level. And I didn't get upset. I think they're
got mad
fun.
One time, just because that one jump is Cat Mario. That first Cat Mario jump, I was like, I don't know what.
But you got it the first time.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know how I did that.
But it's a lot of fun. It's really long. The reason it's not going to be a Mario Monday, I'll put it in the Mario Monday playlist because after it goes up, nobody will know what day it was.
Yeah.
I want to edit it. I don't want to have you guys watch a 45-minute video of us dying over and over again. It's better if I edit it down, and I like editing those kind of videos, so be looking for that. But yeah, all I really played has been Mario. Again, my life is just so freaking busy. It'll get better when the summer gets here. School here in Tennessee gets out in...
Say it's like
3.5 weeks, I think. Or maybe it's 3 weeks. I think it's just the last days of half day. After that, T-ball will be done by then. Nick's gymnastic moves to the morning. Guitar, I think, will still be at night, but that's just one night a week. And then my nights are free to just sit on my butt and play video games. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So we will play more. Next week we'll have our Resident Evil. I mean, we're not going to get it early, I guess, unless that was Capcom. No,
Capcom.
That would be that. I mean, I already think we're in the Truman Show, but that would have been the absolute truth, right?
Trumanist.
So we'll have thoughts on Resident Evil Village next week. Did you? You didn't try the hour-long demo or anything?
No, because once I missed the castle demo, I was
you can play it now.
could play. No, that's what I'm
okay.
saying. I'm like, I could play it now. Then I'm like, now it's only a week away. And I'm just like, I'm good. I'm just going to wait at this point.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm still looking forward to this game. I'm getting it regardless. But I don't think the demo was going to get me any more hype for it. If anything, I feel like the demo is going to make me just be like,
That's what I
don't know. So I'm just like, whatever. I'll just play the game. And
that's what I thought last week. I was like, no, I don't know about this.
yeah.
But it's the complete opposite. When I played the demo for Resident Evil 7,
Yes.
I was like,
That's one of the best demos
oh my God,
I've ever played.
That's up there with Metal Gear Solid 2. Best demo of all time. Resident Evil 7 is probably right there with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to. I am not at all thinking it's going to be my game of the year.
No.
With Ratchet, hopefully Horizon, Axiom Verge 2. I've got a whole list of games I'm looking forward to. Returnal, TMNT. I got to reach out. We got to get codes for
Metal Gear Solid Remake.
We'll talk about that here in a second. All right, Sean, you want to get the news of the week?
Let's do it.
There's not a lot of news. There's been some slow news weeks, and then there was this week. So I don't really know. Typically, we go for about an hour. I don't know that we're going to go that long today. But it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I'm not just going to bloat it for bloat's sake, whatever that means. Sean.
Yes.
This past week, we got a PlayStation State of Play. And it centered around Ratchet and Clank Ripped a Fart. This comes from IGN. They do a nice little summary. We got a fresh look at Ratchet and Clank Ripped a Fart's gameplay during today's PlayStation State of Play stream, with Insomniac releasing 15 minutes of commentary featuring a glimpse at its traversal mechanics, boss fights, and of course, Rivet. The presentation gave us a glimpse of what it's like to play the brand new Lombax, who finally received a name earlier this week. It features footage of Rivet battling bug enemies with an energy pistol, with Clank strapped to her back. At one point, she hops into a dimensional pocket where she rides a Speedle across crates and ramps. Traversal will be a big point of emphasis in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Insomniac says. Did I say him? Apart from riding Speedles, it will be possible to evade, wall run, and dash. And I think right there, because that was one thing when I was playing Ratchet 2016. Remember how I was like, I feel like I just don't, like, I'm just shooting enemies and I can strafe or I can, like, jump. And I don't feel like I'm not expecting it to be like Doom Eternal or did I say Doom Returnal? And has no one said that yet? Because did I just do that?
I don't think you said it, but now you're saying it.
Like where you're dashing and you're doing grappling hooks and stuff. I don't need all that, but I just need better traversal, so I like that. The traversal drew comparisons to Sunset Overdrive on Twitter, another Insomniac joint released at the beginning of the previous generation. If you're IGN, don't write an Insomniac joint. You just sound stupid. As previously revealed, Ratchet and Clank Ripped a Fart will also take advantage of... I'm doing that on purpose. PS5's complete feature set. This includes taking advantage of the DualSense's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, as well as the SSD. In the course of a boss battle against a nefarious juggernaut, Ratchet beams to not just another arena, but another world, a moment made possible by the SSD hard drive. Beyond that, Ratchet and Clank Ripped a Fart will feature special armor, pocket dimensions to explore, a slew of accessibility features, open areas to explore, and of course a photo mode. There will also be plenty of collectibles to find, so be ready. Ultimately, none of what was shown was particularly new, but it did provide us with a really nice look at what should be another excellent exclusive for the PS5, called a victory lap after the positive reception afforded to Returnal. The reveal included our first glimpse of the playable female promise modes of support for 4K 60 frames per second. It's out June 11th.
I wonder if there would be funtivities.
This will definitely have funtivities, for sure.
Seems like it would.
I think I'm going to want... So James Solar writes in and says, first off, he said he fell asleep during the state of play. I think you're just tired, James. That's what I think. But he says he's not really excited for Ratchet. He probably won't get it at launch. He'll wait for it to be a play-at-home game during the next pandemic. That's funny, James. I will give you that. That is funny. I, on the other hand... am over the moon for this game and seeing
I can't wait.
How does this game, when I'm watching it like on my iPad or something, and it looks like the prettiest game I've ever seen on compressed video on YouTube. When I get this thing on my 65-inch downstairs, I think this is going to be mind-blowing.
Yeah. I mean, even when you're just... Are you Rivet? No, you're Ratchet at that point. During the state of play, when they were showing the gameplay and stuff, and Ratchet just kind of walks up to the ledge, and they're just kind of looking around, and you just see all the, the flying cars, and just
like
people,
episode
it's just
2.
like, yeah. And I'm just like, this is amazing. Like, it just looks beautiful. I can't wait.
The loading, I cannot get over this. Like, there's so like it's just like. I think one point Rivet kind of walks up to the edge of a cliff or something and like swings her hammer or something and just bloop, bloop, and you're just there. You're just there. Like, I don't understand how this happens. So yeah, Rivet is the character. I was listening to GameScoop and they're like, we probably could have guessed that was her name.
I mean, in hindsight,
but why?
Like Ratchet, Rivet, it's another. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but her name's not Screw or Bolt or something.
Because it doesn't follow the. I'm gonna think
alliteration.
I'm gonna think of a better name for before the end of the podcast.
Rivet and Clank. So apparently they did confirm that Ratchet and Clank will be separated for part of the game. Some of these bosses also like this nefarious juggernaut, whatever the hell it was called. Holy crap. Like, it's like the scope of like old school God of War games in some of these fights it's going to be, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know, was that there in the 2016 Ratchet? Stuff like that?
The bosses?
Yeah. Big boss.
I'm trying to think back to the bosses. There were some pretty fun, impressive boss fights in the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm over the moon for this. I know you already predicted, one of your predictions for this year was that it will be your game of the year. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I hope the trophies are. I hope it's a good list.
I think it will be. The first one was perfect.
Yeah,
it was like not easy.
My only thing will be if you have to play through it twice.
You'll have to play through it twice. I can almost.
Then I don't want it. It better not be a 25-hour game. That's the only thing I'll say.
I don't.
10, 12 hours is perfect for a game like this.
I think that
which is
about right.
Also honestly what I hope Village is too.
Yeah,
I don't need it to be 25 hours or something.
Supposedly it's 10.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
But I don't know if that's speed running it.
Yeah.
Just playing normal but not trying to do it. I don't know what that means. That can mean a lot of things, but yeah, supposedly it's around 10, which is right what it should be.
Yeah. Well, we're stoked for Ratchet. There's also two little minor things at the State of Play. Among Us is finally coming to PS4 and PS5 later this year, and they will have a Ratchet and Clank skin. Do you have any interest in this since it's finally coming to PlayStation? I don't even get it. I don't even know. I know you're trying to find the imposter.
Right.
But I don't know why. I don't know. I've tried to watch Let's Plays of some of the guys I subscribe to on YouTube, and I'm just like, a minute in, I'm like, these guys are funny, but I am bored out of my mind watching this.
Yeah, I don't understand the hype.
Yeah.
It seems like a cool premise, but I don't know.
Subnautica Below Zero is also coming to PS4 and PS5. It's a free update for Subnautica owners. It will have 40K. Whoa! 4K 60 frames per second performance mode as well. Was Subnautica one of the play-at-home games?
Mm-hmm.
So, do we get this update, or is this going to be like a Final
know.
Fantasy VII remake?
It wouldn't surprise me. But I don't know. Maybe not. But no, it's definitely part of it.
I thought when I heard that name, I was like, I'm pretty sure this was on there. But I was like, was I thinking of Abzu? But I think Abzu's on there too.
That's also on there, yeah.
Sorry for the ice in the microphone. It's not in the microphone, but the sounds went into the microphone. Also, I've had a cold this week, so I sound like I'm Barry White, but I'm not.
Oh, baby.
Take off that brassiere, my dear. All right, next up on the news, we got some PlayStation sales results, and I love talking about this nerdy stuff. This is insane to me. This is absolutely insane. So we already knew that PS5, as of February, I think it was the fastest selling console in U.S. history in terms of dollars and units. Sony released their fiscal year results, and as of March 31st, the end of their fiscal year, PlayStation 5. 7.8 million units sold, and nobody can find one.
I feel like they could have sold 10
beating the PS4.
easily. If everybody that wanted one could have gotten one, they could have sold 10 by now easily.
Beating the PS4, which was at 7.6 million sold. They wanted to beat PS4. I remember we talked about that on a podcast. I don't even know how long ago it was at this point. They did it.
Yeah.
Now PS4s were hard to find too, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. Like I got mine for Christmas that year, and when I got it, Mom told me after the fact, like, yeah, she was able to she called Target or something, and she was there at the right time or something. And they were like, they had two on the shelf.
That still boggles my mind that she was able to get one.
Yeah.
Without using Twitter, without having Wario, like just lucking into one.
Yeah, I don't know that I followed Wario back then, but somehow, somebody at work, because that's when I was at A Sentinel, somebody at work said it, and they're like, oh my God, somebody said something, somebody knew somebody who knew somebody, whatever, and they were like, hey, they've got him at Target. And I was like, hey, Mom, yeah, I don't know if we're planning on maybe looking at a PS4, but I've heard they have him at Target. No pressure, but I'm just saying. So whoever that person was Wario back then. The PlayStation 4 has now sold 115.9 million units sold.
That's
I
a lot.
said sold twice there. It has now sold this many units sold. So you got to think they're going to end around, which is kind of what I thought, somewhere around 120, I would guess.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll hit 120.
I still can't believe we haven't gotten a price drop.
Because I guess once the PS5s become more readily available, maybe that's when they'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So basically 116 million. That's crazy. Also, the PlayStation 4 has, I don't know what's happening. It's choking me up. The PlayStation 4 has more games sold for it than any console in history, with 1.577 billion games, beating the PS2 which was at 1.537 billion. Colin brought up something good on Sacred Symbols this weekend, which I didn't even think of this till he said it. PS4, it's awesome. Most games ever sold. But the PS2 did this with all physical games. No downloads, no nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? What was just triggering your mind there? You look like you went to a faraway place. Pregnant pause. What are you what?
I was trying to calculate the attach rate in my head.
Oh.
And
what is that, 10 per?
It's about 13.
Okay.
But in my head, I was off by a decimal point, and I thought it was like 100 something. I'm like, that can't be.
And this does not include PS Plus games and free and Fortnite and stuff like that.
Oh, I wondered about that.
Yeah, they did say these are games that were actually sold.
Oh, okay.
So if you counted Fortnite and Warzone and all that, it would probably be like 30 billion. I don't even I mean, no, that doesn't make any sense. But it would probably be over. I'm not even going to guess. I minored in math, but I'm not going to talk math. But yeah, to think that PS2 did that with all discs.
That's impressive.
Not where you could just go on and be like, yeah, there's a sale on the PSN store, download it, whatever. PlayStation Plus, go.
Go. If I buy a game and then I trade it in and then somebody else buys it, does it get counted twice?
Go. No.
It doesn't.
It doesn't count anything used. And console sold, same thing. It's just new sales. Amazon, GameStop, Sony, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
PlayStation Plus subscribers. Go. PlayStation Plus subscribers are now up. I'm completely sobered, by the way. Otherwise, I probably would not have beat that level in Mario Maker. That's from last week. Feel it. It's warm. It's old. I had this.
I had this.
Kroger. Again, if you want to sponsor us, Kroger, your seltzer water is amazing. PlayStation Plus subscribers are now up to 47.6 million from last year, where they were at 41.5 million.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. So 47.6 million. Not like everybody doesn't pay $60, but call it 50 if they get it on. Some get them on discount, some get them the price. That's a lot of money. Digital downloads have increased to 65% of all games sold In fiscal year 2020, we're digital, 65%.
It's the way things are going.
Fiscal year 2019, it was 53%. Fiscal year 2018, 43%. I am a relic of the past. And you too. Are you starting to lean towards digital?
No, I'm not, but I'm more into it than you are, I think.
Yeah. If I was going to do Returnal, I was just going to be like, yeah, what the hell? I'll just download it.
Well, yeah.
Also, they had, over the last fiscal year, $25 billion in revenue, which was almost double that of Xbox.
Wow.
They've got more consoles, so they're selling more games. They don't have Game Pass. It's almost apples. It's not apples and oranges because that's the war that Xbox fighting. We're just doing Game Pass. Everything's Game Pass. You know? And Sony, it did also come out that they are going to invest an extra $183 million into their first-party studios this year.
I like it.
Does not mean they're buying studios. That's their current studios that they have. They're going to pump $183 million in there. You got Horizon coming. Ratchet's almost done. I got to think Ratchet's done at this point. Well, it hasn't gone gold yet, they would say. Ratchet, God of War, Gran Turismo 7 is next year. Right? Yeah, it got delayed to next year. And who else? No, The Last of Us remake. So I don't know. But what do you think, Sean? Anything crazy? The craziest thing to me about all those sales results is just how well the PlayStation 5 is doing in the middle, not the middle of a pandemic, but at the tail end of a pandemic when nobody could get them. It boggles my mind.
I mean, the question is, can they keep it up?
Yeah.
Like, I'm still far from believing that PS5 will outsell PS4.
Me too.
Over the life. But they're off to a good start.
Yeah.
So that's impressive, especially, given the fact that you can't really find them right now. So,
and they did say they expect, and Xbox said this, I think Xbox said they expect their supply constraints to continue through June at least, and Sony said, I think they just said through sometime this year.
Oh, okay.
So if you want one and you don't have one, just set up alerts for Wario64 on Twitter. That's the only way you're going to get one. And the last item here, again, very short and very not much news week.
That was good grammar.
Thank you. Nailed it. Yeah, go. Neil Druckmann says that an outline exists for The Last of Us Part 3. Quote, Haley Gross, who was the co-writer for The Last of Us Part 2, and I did write an outline for a story that we're not making, but I hope one day can see the light of day that explores a little bit what happens after this game. Sean, do you want The Last of Us Part 3?
I don't think it needs to happen.
The Last of Us Part 2 didn't need to happen.
No. But you just say that now.
I know. I was over the moon excited for it.
I feel like it doesn't need to happen, but if it did, I would probably find myself pretty excited about it. It probably shouldn't. Should, but shouldn't. I don't know. I think I feel about it similar to how you feel about, I don't want to say Metal Gear Solid 6, but like maybe Death Stranding 2. Like, it probably doesn't need to happen, but if it got announced, you'd be like, oh! Like, that's where I'm at. It probably shouldn't happen, but whatever. Maybe a prequel, like,
that's what
I don't think Last of Us needs to die, but I don't think I don't know.
The fact that he says that explores a little bit what happends after this
Well,
game,
that's true. Yeah, he's already saying.
I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, if they just made The Rest of Us or The First of Us or something, like, all we have seen
The Rest of Us.
This whole the experience that we've gotten in this world after this event is through the eyes of three basically people, and they meet
Basically
people. And stuff. They're all people. They're not clickers. Spoiler alert: in Last of Us Part 2, you play as a clicker. You're like, but we've seen this through three people's eyes. We don't know what the hell Joel was doing in between the beginning of The Last of Us and then 20 minutes into The Last of Us, when that 20-year difference, I think it was 20 years, give or take. What the hell was happening then? You know what I mean?
20 years in between the
beginning of Last of Us and then the main game.
That's what I'm saying. That could be cool.
But if this is what they're going to do, don't. You're already remaking the first game for some reason.
I still don't know if I believe that.
I do.
I don't.
It was Schreier, right? Yeah, it was Schreier. It's happening.
I don't know.
And by the way, did you see his punk ass on Twitter?
He's such.
I almost was just like, I'm just going to get myself blocked. But I'm like, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because all I'd have to do
It wouldn't take much.
All I have to say is anything to him about that tweet, and block. I saw so many people replying to Colin like, dude, he blocked me in like half a second after I just like the tweet or something. I don't know what it was, but yeah, you're already remaking The Last of Us. We don't need this. I would like to see Naughty Dog do something different.
Bring back Jack and Daxter.
They don't have. I don't want not that different. But like they went from Uncharted to this. Like, just give us the last time they went from Jack and Daxter to a new IP, Uncharted, one of my favorite series ever. I can't say okay. Then they went from Uncharted, new IP, to The Last of Us. Some people's favorite series of all time. I would just like to see what they'll do next. Whatever it is, will be hyper realistic, whatever, blah blah blah. Because that's what they're built to make. They're not going to make a Jack and Daxter anymore. I don't think.
Don't say that.
You know,
Probably not.
No, someone will. I'm not saying Sony can't do it and make.
Yeah.
Maybe they're poor Sony Ben. Maybe they're making them do that now. Now they're working on a new IP. But they get somebody to do it. Get Blue Point to do it.
I don't necessarily want a remake. I just want more. Although remake could be cool.
I've never played them, so I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Nick's won by a lot. Awesome. So yeah, Neil, just stop. Okay? Stop. Do something new. You have so much talent there. Do something new. And that is it for the news of the week. It's time for the wrap-up, Sean. Konami will not be at E3, but is in, quote, deep development on a number of key projects. Stay tuned for some updates in the coming months. Why are they doing this to me?
They're not. That literally could mean anything.
That could mean Pro Evolution Soccer 21.
I mean, of course Konami's doing something. They still exist. Of course they're doing something. You're just being like, oh, Metal Gear.
Key projects. Silent Hill and Metal Gear. Those are the only key. Castlevania. I mean, they wouldn't. Pro Evolution Soccer, they would be like, they wouldn't refer to it as a key project. Key project means it's kind of a big deal.
I don't know.
But it's also weird that they do say deep development, because I don't think they would be the ones to develop a Metal Gear remake or a new Metal. Well, if they did a new Metal Gear, it would probably be them. But I don't want that. So now that Konami's not going to be there, I don't have to predict a Metal Gear remake for our E3 predictions, because it was only going to be there if it was them showing it. I think. Yeah, I'll still predict it.
Maybe Blue Point will.
God, I hope so. Yoshinori Ono has left Capcom after 30 years.
Maybe Microsoft will.
I hate you. Don't come at me with that evil Ricky Bobby. Yoshinori Ono leaving Capcom makes me nervous for Street Fighter 6. He is the godfather of Street Fighter. Don't go against the Dugan. Horrible impression. I was trying to say one of them. But yeah, in all seriousness, that makes me worried for Street Fighter 6.
That it's not going to happen, or that it's
No.
suck?
That it's not going to be. This is controversial to say. I don't want it to go back to like Street Fighter 3. Like Street Fighter 4 was amazing. Street Fighter 5, I just fell off of it because it got off to such a weird start. Street Fighter 6, like we know, it was in that big Capcom leak along, like I've said many times, with the arcade edition and Super and Champion, whatever else it was called. I hope it's good. I hope I want to. I mean, I'll buy it no matter what. I bought 5 and I've barely played it. So I don't know. Makes me nervous. This one's weird because everybody was like, whoa, Jedi Fallen Order is getting a next-gen update this summer for PS5 and Xbox Series S and X. Am I crazy, or wasn't this already known?
I don't think I knew it, but
I wonder. I need
possible.
to go. I'm not going to go back through all of our rundowns, but I could have sworn maybe it was just a rumor or something. Maybe that's what it was. But I thought this was already announced. So when this was making the rounds, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to write it down, but I thought this was already a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it was already out, but that it was already known that it was coming. Halo Infinite is aiming. What did I say? Infinite?
Halo Infinite? I don't know.
I didn't say Halo. Halo Infinite is aiming for a, quote, premier PC experience with ultra-wide and super ultra-wide support, triple keybinds. I don't know. I hear Noah talking about keybinds, and I was like, I don't know what that means. Do you?
No.
I don't know if it's like you bind your key. I don't know what it is.
I'm going to look it up.
Triple keybinds and a wide variety of advanced graphics options on PC. All this sounds good if you're going to play Halo Infinite on PC. We still haven't seen this game other than some screenshots since Craig showed up last year. I'm still waiting. I've told you, I predicted it a few episodes ago, I think. Craig's going to be in Fortnite. Just wait. What is a keybind, Sean?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Key binding is setting up the user interface to have it execute skills when you press certain keys. In short, when you bind keys to skills.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. You can be like, gee, oh, he threw a grenade. I don't know. Isn't that pretty standard for... Isn't every single PC game like that? I don't know.
That's not a skill.
Could be.
It depends how well you throw these grenades. I don't know. This next one I kind of like. This makes me actually kind of want to do another Let's Play. Super Mario Party randomly got an update adding 70 new mini games, online play, so we could actually... Wait, you don't have it too, do you?
I have it.
You do?
Yeah.
Do I have it?
I don't know if you have it. I have it.
Maybe only you have it then. Online play, 2v2 partner party mode as well. I'm shocked that this... Didn't this come out like 2 years ago? Yeah, it must have, because it wasn't last year.
It was, 2 years.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, it was 2019 at some point.
Yeah.
But.
Knockout City is doing the right thing. It is launching on Game Pass, as well as EA Play. That's the only way. That game actually looks fun. I hate that this doesn't also say and PS Plus.
Yeah.
Maybe it will.
I think
eventually,
it will.
But maybe they'll save it for when they announce the games that month. But that's going to get a lot of people to play that game, and that game looks like it'd be fun. I'm just not going to spend $40-$50.
I wouldn't pay a dime for it, but
Well, that's true. I wouldn't.
Could be fun.
$10 for it. Speaking of games I wouldn't play, Fall Guys has been delayed. Its release on Switch and Xbox has been delayed, but when it comes, it will have crossplay between the systems because Nintendo and Xbox are in love with each other. As we alluded to earlier, Capcom has extended the... What? What did I say?
It was just me. It sounded like you said earlio.
I said alluded to earlier.
I heard earlio.
Emilio! Capcom has extended the Resident Evil Village demo availability. And also Reverse, the multiplayer component, has been delayed into the summer. Don't care.
Yeah,
that looks like crap.
Yeah, I don't care.
An iOS update now lets you add your DualSense and your Xbox controllers. You can connect them via Bluetooth to your iOS devices.
Cool.
Even more reason for us to get the adapter and play Trap Adventure. And see how mad we can get. Sean, this next one's for you. There's a free demo of Miitopia out now. And you can transfer your save to the full game. What the hell is it? It's an RPG, apparently?
I guess, yeah. It's a kind of a cool idea. I just can't imagine.
But what is the idea? That's what I'm saying.
You make your own character, like you make your Miis and stuff. Like, I think the story is what it is, but you can like be like, ooh, I want Kevin's me to be like the main boss in the game, and I want my me to be the hero. And so it's, I mean, my me. I don't know. I can't imagine it's done very well. Like, I don't see it being very fun. No, but I guess it's a cool idea. I don't know.
Well, there's a demo if you want to try it out,
Oh,
and
good.
if you do, your saves will transfer over to the full game. We talked about this a week or two ago, but it's now confirmed that Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection is also coming. It's on Switch now, but it's coming to PS4, Xbox, and PC. The date is June 1st. Also, Capcom Arcade Stadium is coming to PS4, Xbox, and PC on May 25th. So that's cool. Part of me wants to get Ghosts and Goblins, but I don't know. That new art style is just weird.
I just don't know.
And I don't know how much it is also.
Well, yeah, that would be, if it was like $10, yeah, maybe. If it's $20, I don't know if I need to play it that badly, but could be fun.
Let's see. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. Nintendo.com. Takes up 3 gigs. It's at a 75 on Metacritic. And it doesn't say how much it costs. What the hell? What if I... $30.
Nah,
Nope,
mind.
never mind. All right, Nintendo. I mean, Capcom. Nope. Games with gold were announced for May, and they are as follows: Armello.
Anthony?
Damn it. Beat me to it. Dungeons 3. A game called Dungeons 3. I can't wait to play level 4 later this year. Like, I don't get it. Guys, let's all play Mario Party together.
Yes.
That would be fun. I don't know if I have it. I need to go check if I have. I feel like maybe I have it.
Could we play...
I think you could play with 3 of us in a
Can we
computer
do co-op and...
with a PC?
Like, could we play on one with James multiplayer and then I guess a computer
maybe.
if we
with
wanted
James.
to?
Well, he could James and Sarah. That'd be fun.
Well, that's true. But yeah, I just don't know. Can you do a combined couch and
Right, and online.
yeah.
James, do some research and let us know. That would be a fun Let's Play.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah, Dungeons 3, Lego Batman, so that's good, and Tropico 4, Games with Gold May. Again, they don't care about Games with Gold.
No, and why should they?
They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Shan't, but shouldn't. PS Plus was announced for May, and it's not that great either, but they win. Wreckfest is coming to PS5. That's the one PS5 game. PS4, you get Battlefield 5 and Stranded Deep, which I don't remember ever hearing about.
I don't know what that is.
But it's like you crash in an airplane or something, and then you're in a canoe, and it's a first-person survival game. You paddle over to that's what paddling looks like. You go over to the island, and you got to like survive and forage, and is that the right word? Mm-hmm. Look for food, forage and whatever, and then there's animals and stuff. It actually seems kind of cool, but again, I'm always like, I didn't even freaking try Control. Game of the year for a lot of people from 2019. I didn't. Even
it didn't
try
do
that.
it for me. I don't know. It was kind of fun, but I don't know.
Yeah. But it's not. Neither system is getting a great month. But I think PlayStation wins. Wreckfest might be fun, but I'm not going to play it. What am I?
Yeah. I may not play any of them.
No,
I'll grab them all, but
yeah, I don't think I'll play them. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for episode 231. Like I said, kind of a short episode this week, kind of like I thought it would
make
be.
it under an hour.
Oh yeah, we're at around 50. I don't remember when I started it. Around 50 minutes or so. That's fine. But yeah, that's it for this week. We will be back next week as always, and hopefully there will be news to talk. Oh, we'll have a lot. We got Resident Evil. We're gonna have a fun episode next week. But until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.